What's up, YouTube? So, a very, very good episode from this. However, sadly we didn't see Cisco reach his full potential, but it did start off with a very interesting way of bringing the Flash back to Central City via using a hologram. So, if Tupac can do it, well, I guess that old Flashy boy can do it himself too. Okay, so we just had a casual drop that Henry Allen's mother's maiden name was Garrick. Well, now we know his maiden name, we can get to his Facebook account. But besides that, it's very, very, very big news that that is actually true. And maybe the reason why you can't find Jay Garrick on Earth 1. So we could see Earth 2 Henry Allen being Jay Garrick. And I think this is possibly the best theory that we have right now and makes the most sense. So they're going with the Flashpoint story. We've got Wally and old Jesse in kind of the sub-Flash team, which is really, really cool because obviously they're down one person with Caitlin. So this is a hint of what's to come. So we've got the Central City Police besieged by Zoom again, just showing his dominance and being a general douchebag. I guess he's trying to draw out the Flash, but obviously he knows that old Bazza is pretty much not got the Speed Force, so that's not the case. He's pretty much doing this for the sake of it, with his whole love, Caitlin, which is pretty much, could this be a Phantom of the Opera style storyline, or have I watched too many musicals? Again, we've got more hints here that Jesse and Wally may get the Speed Force, but I don't think it will be both of them at the same time. It could very well be just one of them, and I think it'll be Wally, considering his whole loving the Flash and wanting him to be his idol, which is very interesting, and throughout the series we've seen this. But the show creators have actually said that the show is The Flash, so there is going to be just one The Flash, but we could see Kid Flash and Jesse Quick, or they could have different names, perhaps, but I think they'll probably stick with them and be Kid Flash. So we get to see Rupture, the namesake of the episode that we watched and enjoyed. So we get to see him in his Earth 2 form, and it will be very interesting because we've got him in the comics, but he's got an interesting past, and it's in the Vibe comic book that we see him recently in the New 52 continuity. So I'm a bit disappointed there wasn't too much of the Cisco trying to work out and solve the problem himself or go on his own, but then again it would possibly make him a target for Zoom. So there was a fantastic moment for you West Allen shippers here who are just adamant that they're going to get together just like the comics and on Earth 2. But I don't think all is going to be what we think it will be. And I think it's unfortunately too little too late for Iris. Should have realised that possibly sooner. One of my weird moments here is, why is Zoom and Rupture talking in their coded voice decoder things when no one's around except Caitlin, who knows who Zoom is? That is really weird and makes no sense. So here it is. This is the straw that broke the Barry's back, and the final thing that tipped him over to get into the Flashpoint style electric chair and become the Flash again. Because really, the risk of more metas coming through is not that much, because really the other metas have been a bit shit compared to Zoom, and Zoom needs to be taken down. So it's a very good character moment here. So here we see Flash TV show going full Flashpoint. If you don't know what that is, I've mentioned that in a couple of videos before, but it's where Barry Allen wakes up and pretty much the world has changed dramatically. This is pretty much where Thomas Wayne, that is Bruce's dad, because in the Flashpoint story, actually it was Bruce Wayne who died in the crime alley situation. So he enlists Thomas Wayne to help him get his powers back by putting the chemicals next to him and also put him in an electric chair, a la Zoom pretty much. And we get the culmination of this storyline here of the two sub-flashes, I'm going to call them from now on, and they are pretty much covered in the Speed Force. So Barry is supposedly dead, and he has covered them with the Speed Force. Maybe? I don't know. But it's more likely that he will have to pull himself back together, just like Dr. Manhattan and other storylines that have happened in comics history. But drop a like if you enjoyed it, and, well, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.